incredibly shocking that while South Africa were stressed out on that match day 10, this guy here, the team manager of Bafana Bafana, was still part of the Bafana Bafana squad, continuing with his duties as per normal. I mean, a political deployed cadre, you can see them from afar. I mean, he's just strolling in confidence. And what's amazing is that this is not even the first blunder this man has committed in the role of being a team manager for Bafana Bafana. It seems like he'll continue as per normal since South Africa has made it to the World Cup in Mexico, USA, and Canada. As much as we're happy as South Africans that our nation is going to the World Cup since 2002, apart from 2010 when we were hosting the World Cup, we still want some heads, to be held accountable. Someone must be fired at SAFA. We don't even mind if a Danny Jordan vacates that position of being president. I mean, we've seen a lot of blunders. I mean, there was a time, even a Vincent Teki 2021, where he had to book Dobsonville Stadium for training. He did not do that part. In 2022, there was something else in 2023 where he, as a manager, team manager, was fighting with the media of Morocco when we're supposed to play the Moroccan national team. So it's been blunders back to back, but it appears because he's politically deployed to be there, he is untouchable. No one is going to fire him. Well, this episode is not even about Bafana, but I really want to get into those four teams, the teams that will be playing the playoffs from CAF's standpoint. Yes, I do go by the name of Oscar. Since football, we engage and discuss on anything to do with football from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. Now, let me first extend my sincere apologies to the followers of this account, this channel. I've not really been consistent because things have really been hectic, but I'm hoping that things will really start rolling again as per normal, like I used to do before. At least upload 3 minimum videos per week, and your support is really appreciated. I do not take your subscription, your comments, your liking, your sharing for granted. And as I'm saying, it's been really hectic. And but let's just get back to the reason of this episode. It's been an incredible week. CAF World Cup qualifiers. 9 nations have made it to USA. And this is going to be a separate video of me talking about those 9 nations. This episode, we are talking about the playoffs of the 4 nations, the best second place teams among the group of World Cup qualifiers out of Africa. The best placed in terms of ranking, it will be Nigeria. Second place, it is Cameroon. Third place, I think it's DRC. Fourth place is Gabon. The only reason that Nigeria have made it and is because of the Eritrea were disqualified, or rather they had to withdraw their part in this World Cup qualifiers because of some funny story that some of their players, when they go away to play some of these nations, they really don't come back. I mean, they've got some political unrest problems in the country, and so part of those reasons were the ones that I am mentioning. But anyway, so with that Eritrea withdrawing, it would mean that one of the groups will only have 5 teams, and that would mean the rule of the team that's bottom place in other groups, whatever points were acquired with that bottom placed teams, those points would be deducted from the second placed team. This would mean that a Nigeria who played as Zimbabwe in Group C, that was that was bottom placed as Zimbabwe. The two matches they played against Zimbabwe, they acquired 2 points. A draw in Uyo and a draw here in South Africa against Zimbabwe. So from the 17 points they had made after match day 10, with that rule applied, 2 points were deducted, and then they would end up with 15 points. And for other groups, 6 points were taken, 4 points were taken, and you can say it's unfair, but the rule was there way before the qualifications. So that's how the Super Eagles actually made it to the best placed, the best second place teams, which is the top 4. Now these 4 teams will be playing against, they will be playing in November 14th to the 16th, I believe, in Morocco, which will be a neutral venue. The Super Eagles will be playing Gabon, and Cameroon will be facing DRC. I don't think any of these matches will be easy. It is tough. It will be tough. For people, I personally would like to see Super Eagles Nigeria going to the continental playoffs, which I believe any of these 4 teams, if they make it to these continental playoffs, I believe any of these African teams, they will actually win that playoff and get a spot in the World Cup next year. All they just need to do is to win these CAF playoffs to book their spot, because the only match they have to play is the semi-final and I believe the final. So they will have a representative from the Pacific, Asia, which will likely be in UAE and Iraq, and the North American side will probably be the islands, your Jamaica, Puerto Rico, and the like. And Pacific side, I think they were talking of New Caledonia, something of that sort. But anyway, so the highest ranked teams would probably be coming from Africa, if you're to look at all these other nations that I've mentioned that will probably make it to these continental playoffs. But the top 4, these guys are your Gabon have scored a lot of goals. They have scored a lot of goals. I think they acquired most points as compared to the other 3, if you are eliminating that rule of deductions against the bottom placed team in the group. So my heart wants a Nigeria Super Eagles to go to the World Cup, but what my heart desires might not be the reality that might actually be actualized. So here's the thing: a Cameroon of the 4 teams is probably the most experienced and the one nation that has played the most World Cups. I don't remember a Gabon going to a World Cup. I don't remember a Democratic Republic of Congo going to Gabon. But we must also agree that the Democratic Republic of Congo were in a group where it was a tough group, match day 6-7, where Sudan and Senegal where they had some tough games. So the game that was played in Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo hosting Senegal, at some point they were leading 2-0. They led 2-0, ended up losing the game 2-3 to a Senegal that is really strong. And some people are blaming the goalkeeper that had not played over 4 months, had not kicked the ball in 4 months, and he was called for that particular match. They ended up losing the game. But overall, all these 4 sides, they are some tough sides. They've got some good players. The DRC guys, you've got Wan-Bissaka, you've got some players playing in the Sunderland, you've got players playing in the Super League in Turkey, in France, Ligue A. So overall, any of these 4 can make it to the World Cup. My heart says Super Eagles of Nigeria. But people must be careful of that Gabon. They must be careful of that Gabon. The guy who played for Arsenal is a striker there. He scored 4 goals. He could not play the last game because he got a red card in match day 9. So yeah, man. Basically, I want Nigeria to go to these continental playoffs, but any of the 4. Just tell me on the comments below as to which side you would like to see going to the continental playoffs. Gabon is strong, Cameroon is strong, DRC is strong, Super Eagles. Which World Cup would not want to have Nigerians? Nigerians, guys, they are a vibe. You look at their social media platforms, their fan channels, they are loud, they are vibey, they've got the energy. They just bring, that flavor into any tournament. So why would a USA, Mexico, Canada not want to have Super Eagles come to their country? Their fans are just fun to have around. So that's my wish and that's my prayer for Super Eagles to win the CAF playoffs, the continental playoffs, and eventually book their ticket to USA, Mexico, and Canada. Let me hear your comments below of the fairness. Burkina Faso also are crying foul of this rule, since they just lost on that goal difference between them and Nigeria. Had Super Eagles not scored that 4th goal, it would mean that the Burkina Faso guys would make it to the top 4. But that's football for you, where some rules will favor you, some rules will be against you. That's just how it is. If you're seeing this space and this content for the very first time, love it if you join this family. Just subscribe, like, comment on the section below, whether positive or negative your nation is going to the World Cup or not. I know for some nations this was a preparation for the AFCON that's coming in December in Morocco. African football is exciting, it's competitive, and the Morocco AFCON is going to be another competitive competition.